All right. Hey, guys. Welcome back to the Graybeard Biker YouTube channel. I've been asked to do something relative to the roles, responsibilities, and relative maneuvers. So that's what we're going to review on today's Graybeard Biker. All right, so I did an episode a couple of months back on group riding. And since then, I have been asked to kind of break that video down into different segments. So today is on roles, responsibilities, and relative maneuvers. You'll also have separated videos out for motorcycle hand signaling, riding formation, riding positioning, the ride itself, and then passing, blocking, and parking maneuvers. So let's get going. Now, you've had your meeting. You know who everybody is. Let's talk about how the ride operates, including a few special maneuvers that are done. The lead rider, the road captain, the person riding left, will give hand signals for people in the pack. The pack is also called the column or the formation. You've heard me use those terms interchangeably already. It means everyone that's included in the ride. Now, each of the signals that the leader gives is going to have its own meaning. I went over some of those meanings at the top of this video. So let's review some of them again, starting with one of the most important, which is changing of formation. If you see the leader give the signal for a different formation, you repeat the hand signal for the riders behind you. Now, road guard signals, which are only pertinent to them, will stop with the recipient and not be passed back to the rest of the group. Again, the rule is don't do anything unless the person in front of you does it. If you can see up to the front and you see signals being passed back, but they don't get passed back to you, they are not for you. So don't repeat the signal until the person in front of you does the signal to you. Now, in the case of signaling a formation change, after the hand signal has been given, you can safely move into the new riding formation. One at a time, as the person in front of you does it, then you do it. You don't jump the gun in front of the person in front of you. That's not safe. You wait till the person in front of you moves, and then you move after that. The person after you will move after that, etc. Now, with staggered formation, again, you're expected to maintain a distance between you and the rider in front, 2 seconds, and the rider staggered ahead of you is 1 second. Riding too close doesn't give you enough time to react to the things that are in front of you, but riding with too much space is going to open up room for other vehicles to get in between everybody, spreading the group out even further. So let's try to stay together and work as a unit. If you are not comfortable with the speed the group is traveling, it is better to drop out of the formation, give the thumbs up as you're leaving the group, and then trail the group at a safe distance. Do not drop back and ride directly behind the tail gunner. That's going to interfere with him doing his job. Ride further back. You can just meet up with the group at the next planned stop. Now, pulling out of formation. When you do that, you need to give the other riders around you a hand signal to let them know if you are having trouble or if you're just leaving the ride for the day or for whatever reason. Thumbs up means that you're okay. Thumbs down means you are having trouble, and then the person that's running drag will pull off with you and give you assistance. They will also communicate with the leader and keep them advised as to what's going on. And if you indicate that you are good, no one will follow you. If you indicate that you are broken, they will. It's always a good idea if you plan to break off to let people know beforehand, but you still need to do the signals. Now, if a rider leaves the group, The rest of the group should reform the formation by whoever is in that track moving up into the vacant position. Again, do not crisscross. If you are in the number 6 position, for example, do not jump into the number 4 position. The person that's in the number 5 advances forward. There's no crossing of the tracks. Doing so is dangerous. Now, coming to a stop. When the group is coming to a stop at a red light or stop sign, regardless of the formation that you're in, you will stop in a side-by-side formation like a club formation. That way you're going to take up less space in the road. Also, when the light turns green, the bike on the left will proceed first through the intersection with the rest of the pack falling into formation behind them. Try to pull out as quickly as you can while still being safe. Being quick will allow more riders to make it through the light while it is green. If you get caught at a yellow or red light, don't run the light. Come to a safe stop. The tail gunner will communicate with the lead, and the lead will then slow down the group or stop them, pull over, somehow allow the rest of the group to catch up after you're through the signal. Don't try to speed to catch up with the group. It is the leader's responsibility to slow everyone down until everyone can come back together. All right, honestly, depending on the size of the group, we used to go together as a group come hell or high water. There was no stopping at a signal, and there was no chances of the group getting broken up. Now, I'm not saying do it. I'm saying we did it. It's not legal. We trusted in the spectacle of a group of motorcycles being enough to literally stop traffic. But it's not legal, and it may not be safe to do so. So, do with that what you will. Just telling you what we did. Now, stop signs are a little different. Traffic permitting, we try to stay together and have the full group move and proceed through the intersection at one time. Now, if road guards are available and assisting in blocking traffic, do not stop your motorcycle. They are blocking the traffic for you. They are helping to control the intersection. If they do that, make sure you stay with the bike in front of you, but always watch for other traffic that is on the road. If cross traffic is an issue, come to a stop safely before you proceed through the intersection. Safety is always going to be your first priority. Now, we'll talk more about road guards in a bit later when we get to the blocking maneuvers and what they look like. Now, to reiterate again, because I've seen this, do not pass another rider within the column.
You shall not pass!
The only exception is going to be if someone drops out, and then the group will reform the formation again by moving up within the same track that you're in to the vacant position and not doing the crisscross. Now, if there are hazards in the road, then you need to point them out. You can point them out using your hands, usually on the left side. On the right side, you can use your hand as well. Generally, you're pointing. If your hand is on the throttle, you generally will use your right foot to point to the hazard. If the rider in front of you signals that there is a hazard, be sure to pass the signal back to the riders behind you that may not be able to see it because you are in the way. Okay, so that's it for this segment. If you want to watch all of the segments in one video, which I highly recommend, I will put the link to it at the end of this one. Or if you just want to watch the next segment in these installments, I'll put a link to that one up as well. So both will be linked at the end of today's video. So if you got anything out of today, if you enjoyed it, please do consider subscribing to the channel. And hit that like button, thumbs up. That's all good. It helps us a lot here on the channel. And we appreciate it. You guys, until the next time, stay safe, stay free, keep it shiny side up.